Welcome to the broadcast here from Dartmouth Stadium. Evan Massoud with you on Dartmouth Community Media. As you see, the Dartmouth Indians and Durfee Hilltoppers just getting started here for Southeast Conference play. The Hilltoppers coming in at 2-1-3, Dartmouth at 3-2-0. First time these two teams have seen each other this year, and should be a pretty good match. Both are kind of, right about the same spot, I guess you could say. There's some inexperience. There are a lot of guys back on both sides, but there's some inexperience at the varsity level. For Durfee coming in, they had 11 graduating seniors last year. Everybody in the starting lineup except for the goalie, Zach Massa, who's a junior, graduated last spring. So Coach Tiberio Mello for the Hilltoppers telling me that, there's going to be a little bit of growing pains there. There's good talent, but it's about, getting used to the minutes here, getting used to the pace of play at the varsity level. And then on the other side, Coach Silva in his 8th year coaching here for the Indians kind of said the same thing. He said it's going to take some time to make it a well-oiled machine because of the lack of varsity minutes. We saw Durfee's had a couple conference games already. They beat BR a week ago 1-0, and then they lost to New Bedford last Thursday. So, kind of in the middle of the pack there with a win and a loss. And for the Indians as well, they've had they've had a few games in the conference. We'll pull up their schedule here. Yeah, so Dartmouth's played. They played Brockton already, and they've played BR, and they lost to Brockton 4-3. They beat BR 5-0 on the road. So, kind of the same deal as Durfee, with a win and a loss in the conference. Down into the corner. You see the new field here really using every inch of the space here. It's regulation size. I'm sure it's been talked about already. It just looks fantastic. This is my first chance getting to see the field here, and boy, what a difference. It's unbelievable. You see Zach Massa there for the Hilltoppers getting ready to kick it away. Zach's got a really good boot from the goal. Breaking down the sideline, that's Nicholas De Silva for the Hilltoppers, going at it there with number 16, Luke Sylvia. Far side, Hilltoppers looking for a possible shot on net. Sent into the box. De Silva is there. Fernandez was there as well. Chance for the Indians, and it's going to go out in the corner. So a throw in on that far side. It didn't make it out on the goal line. Again, very, very little space behind the goal. Massa, wow, took a kick. That one's to the side of the net. Great chance for the Indians there. Massa, though, with a good save as well through the first 5 minutes. We'll take another look at that. It was Joseph Paiva with a couple chances. The first one set up here. Oh, my bad. Actually, that was Jacob Van Ziel. And then it was Paiva with the backup. Meanwhile, another kick towards the box, and Massa sends it toward midfield. De Silva trying to stick the leg in there. It's cleared out. Sent up ahead to Mitchell Teradash. Paiva trying to set it up, or Van Ziel rather trying to set it up. Going to send it backwards. And that one sent in the air toward the box as well. Nathan Kuchar clears it away. Brian Fernandez full steam ahead, ran through Nate Stone. Again toward the box, and a collision. Massa able to corral it, and he's going to throw it on that far side toward Colin Hargraves. Sends it back to Kuchar in the middle. While we hit midfield, let's run down the starters real quickly here for Durfee. Well, we'll hold on that. A chance for the Hilltoppers. De Silva settles it, sends it towards the box, towards the net, and it's played by Lucas Baptista. Lucas also a junior goalkeeper. For Durfee, they have number 3, Colin Hargraves, number 4, Nathan Kuchar, number 6, Brandon Miranda, number 7, Rafael Oliveira, number 8, Christian Souza, number 9, Cameron Jacob, number 10, Nicholas De Silva, number 14, Jake Silva, number 19, Brian Fernandez, number 21, Derek Lopes, and in goal number 12, Zach Massa. Offside called on Kuchar. For the Indians, number 3, Mitchell Teradash, number 8, Joshua Panaggio, number 9, Camden Lawton, number 10, Samuel Matias, number 11, Jacob Van Ziel, number 12, Michael Van Ziel, number 14, Joseph Paiva, number 15, Jack Sullivan, right there, number 16, Luke Sylvia, number 17, Nate Stone, and in goal number 99, Lucas Baptista. Of course, Durfee led by head coach Tiberio Mello and Josh Silva. That's towards the box. And just wide to the left. I was about to say Josh Silva, the head coach for the Indians as well. That one was shot on net by the Hilltoppers. It got by Baptista, but just wide. Great chance for Durfee, and De Silva buries it right over Baptista for the opening score, and he is not happy about it. At 31-20, the goal comes in at 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Baptista not happy that the defenders were not there to help him out. The reaction said it all. 1-0 Hilltoppers in the first 10 minutes. Here's a chance for Dartmouth. It was quickly cut off. Still in the box, chasing it down is Miranda. Can't clear it out. Paiva is there, and they'll fight for it in the corner. Doesn't end around. Going to set it up in front. It's blocked again, and it is still in play, though, and now cleared out. Teradash was there as well. Still on that far sideline, it goes out of play right near the trailer and kind of gets buried. Getting a running start. Good strong throw in off the chest, though, of Derek Lopes. And down the field go the Hilltoppers again. Oh, look at Tara Dash really can fly, I'll tell you. I remember him from last year, and, man, he's got some speed. He can quickly get by defenders. Going to have a corner kick. Samuel Matias will send it away for the Indians. Loose in front to Silva. Able to clear it out of the box. Headed away by Fernandez, but not cleared. That's sent towards, oh, it's off the crossbar of the uprights. Kind of the same deal in how the Hilltoppers scored, but that one just a little too high for the Indians. We'll take another look here. It's off the head of Fernandez, but then Panaggio settled it just a little too high. That would have been out of Massa's reach. Another corner kick. This is flying in towards the net, and Massa goes tumbling down on the catch. Van Ziel got in his wheelhouse there. Down the field again, the Hilltoppers have had a few chances. Set up in front, redirected and saved by Baptista. That was brilliantly done. Fernandez was there, but he did have the defender around him, and he couldn't really settle the ball. He had to just try to take a swing at it. And a great save by Baptista. Another chance. Wow. Been an exciting 15 minutes, that's for sure. Both sides here with some good opportunities. The Hilltoppers able to get that one by about 5 minutes ago. That's why they lead 1-0, but we've seen some good chances for both teams here. We want to welcome the viewers watching live on Facebook. That one goes to the right as well. Here on the Dartmouth Community Media Facebook page. Also want to welcome our viewers in Fall River, if anybody's seeing it on the Fred TV Sports page as well. And a foul is going to be a free kick for the Indians. Lopes to the far side towards, I think that was Kuchar. No, that was Hargraves, and he was overtaken there. Kuchar got in the way of that one for Durfee as well, and so now playing it back to the middle, though. De Silva sending it down the field. Going to have a throw in on the far side. You see right there, Taradash just off the screen. Miranda stuck the foot out. Redirects it before it goes out of play. Good job. Goes out of play though now, but off of one of the Indians. So quick throw in. De Silva breaking down the field for the Hilltoppers, but there to cover him up is Jack Sullivan. Nicely done there as well. It does go out of play, or no, they kept it in. Wow. That was very close to going out. That's a handball. Baptista on your screen calling out, telling people where to be. That one bouncing right in front of the stands. Kept in by Panaggio. Goes out off of White. Cutting in is Miranda, and it goes out of play on the goal line. It'll be a goal kick. Going to be a throw in for Durfee. Sullivan stopped that one, but he had Hargraves chasing him down, so he ended up sending it back and out of play now. Kuchar trying to get around the defenders. He's unable to. It's cleared back. Trying to set up a long pass again. De Silva holds up so he doesn't get called offside. Here's a chance for Nandes. Oh, he couldn't get the swing off. Baptiste just wide to the left. Says he didn't touch it, and it didn't look like he did. Oh, right there, Fernandez wanted a set and fire. And now we'll have ourselves a timeout at 22:04. So, just about halfway done the first half. This is kind of a common situation to have a timeout, about 20 minutes in. We tend to see that a lot. And so the Indians and the Hilltoppers, you see the Hilltoppers there, and now the Indians in green on your screen, both huddling up. Coach is delivering the message. You see Coach Silva, always very passionate. And I like the pace of play from both sides so far. We really have seen some good opportunities for both teams to score. Again, Durfee with the 1-0 lead, but Dartmouth could easily have a goal or two. Durfee could easily have more than one. It has been some really, really strong offensive chances. The Dartmouth insignia on the new turf here. Both teams hit the field. And we will resume play with a goal kick from Baptista on the far left side. Actually, Baptista is going to give way to Sullivan for the kick. Waiting on a throw-in from Lawton. Kuchar gets tripped, and it draws the whistle. Mark Good, no good on that one there. Anytime that you're at the 35 or closer, always a good spot for a free kick as well. I mean, it's still a long field, but see, you can loft it pretty well just like that. Kuchar, good touch on it. Heard another whistle, and it's going to result in a free kick almost back, almost at the goal. It's going to be right at the edge of the box, it appears. So an infraction for the Hilltoppers. And it'll be Luke Sylvia sending it off. The lefty, who really hooked that one too. Wow, did you see that ball curve? Holy cow. Thing must have gone about 70 degrees and landed right here in front of the bench. Another whistle, and I think another free kick coming for Durfee. Indeed, it is, and it'll be Kuchar once again. Lofting it again right toward the box, a little long, headstrong, and it goes through the uprights. But it doesn't count. We'll see if Sylvia straightens it out of it. He does. That's a better kick. Really, he had some funky spin on it. There's not much breeze here. It's really pretty calm. It's a little breezy, but not that bad. And there's actually some thunderstorms that are going to be working in later. We should be lucky to, we will be lucky enough to get through this, I think, before it gets rainy. But just a fantastic late September day. 73 degrees right now here in Dartmouth. And almost all sun. Just a few wispy clouds in the sky. But this will change very quickly. Once this game's done, we're going to have a line of storms coming through, so it's going to get pretty damp as the evening goes on. And then it'll clear up for Friday football tomorrow. That one back down the field. Lawton is there, turns it around. Off the foot, now off the head of Sylvia, and the Hilltoppers will have it on the far side. Official halting play for a moment. Hargraves with some pressure, playing the line, back to Lopes, and Lopes loses it. Freed himself up again, though, that one heading toward the box, and Baptista is going to take it himself. The easy scoop. And he'll punt it away. Good strong kick, going to land right at midfield, off the head of Lopes. Now De Silva down the field again as the lone goal. It's blocked. Trying to get to him again. Outstretched leg, can't stop it. That one sent towards the box. Fernandez heads it, and Kuchar can't get there fast enough, but he blocks it again, and he's going to turn it around. Panaggio is there. Couple chances for the Hilltoppers there, unable to make anything of it, and the Indians were able to clear it out, and they'll move up the field. They'll throw in right here about midfield. Good strong throw in. Wow, that was off the ankle, it looked like. Trying to recenter it. Number 2, the freshman, Matt Furtado. Great chance for him. But really, that was in big thanks to Paiva, who redirected that throw in. Pretty nifty turnaround. Hilltoppers going to get a free kick, and Michael Van Zyl will have to wait to sub in as he stands at the scorer's table waiting for the opportunity to sub in. Sent by Cameron Jacob to the box. Loose in front and cleared out by the Indians. Hargraves trying to head it back in that direction, going one-on-one with Charlie Fairfax. It goes out of play. It'll still be Durfee ball. I'm sitting here with the window open. It's so nice in the booth, but I'm not getting much air, and I'm like trying to see. So why can't I see? Get the screen in front of me. Hello. In the box, some help as well to his left. Baptista came out and made a great save. Risky move there to come out of the box, or come out of the goal rather, and he made it happen. Look at this. This is some aggressive play. Did have the help from Sullivan, but everybody went tumbling down. Corner kick for the Hilltoppers, not lofting it. Going to take the line. Drive kick, loose in front. And cleared away by the Indians. Tremendous job defensively. Camden Lawton was there. Big part of that save. I don't think Baptista really saw it after the initial save. Another chance for Durfee as Pacheco gets taken out in the box. No whistles. Assistant coaches for Durfee with their hands up, wondering where was that call. Pacheco wanted a call there as well, thought he got wrapped around, so twice he thought he should have gotten a whistle. The Indians play on and move up the field. It's going to go out of play here on the right side. Dartmouth will throw in. Mark Good. Centering the shot on net was Furtado, no good. And Massa on your screen will boot it away. Really strong kick from Massa. Wow, that one landed at the 35. Got a Durfee player down on the left side, right along. Oh, that's Derek Lopes. That's why the whistle. And he kind of tumbles himself out of play. And it'll be De Silva coming back in for Durfee after a brief break for him. De Silva takes it, sends it down the field for Pacheco again, trying to set him up. Can he get by? He gets taken out by Baptista. And he looks like he's hurting. I'm not sure if I heard a whistle or not, to be honest with you. He got taken out at the knees, that's for sure. Tumbling down is Pacheco. And the way we're setting up, it was in the box. I think we may have a penalty kick here for Durfee. Nicholas Da Silva holding the ball, number 10 for Durfee. And it looks like he will be the one kicking it away for the Hilltoppers. So big test for Baptista here with 13 minutes to play in the first half. Hilltoppers with the lead and hoping to add with the penalty kick. Oh, and Coach Silva making a change. Baptista coming out in lieu of Aiden King, number 1, the backup goalie, the senior. And it looks like he's going in right now. Or was it the official taking Baptista out? Coach Silva and the official waiting, or discussing, I should say, and we're waiting for an official call here to see what the decision is. Baptista is indeed coming out. Coach Silva calm but shaking his head, so he's not in agreement with the decision, it appears. But Aiden King, his first opportunity here, is going to come on a penalty kick. Da Silva gets ready. Finds the corner, and it's 2-0 Durfee, but what a great attempt from King. He leaned to the right way. The ball just kicked a little too strong. That's kind of a tough break for King as well, because especially when you go in that way, it's kind of a guessing game. And boy, he was just out of reach, just past the hand. But nonetheless, the Hilltoppers with a 2-0 lead here with 12:22 to play in the first half. And now Baptista back in. So what I'm wondering is if the foul was called on him, because it appeared that way. If the foul was called on him, then maybe he was not allowed to be in for that block, for the stop, to try to defend the kick. Sends it away, and it's going to go out of play to the left. Offside on Pacheco. Down the sideline goes Mark Good, centering pass, but the Hilltoppers are there. Now Pacheco on the far side, one-on-one with Lawton. Gonna pass it back to Hargraves. Does a nice little end around, sending it toward the box, and it's headed out of the way by Van Ziel, who just got back into the game. Free kick for Dartmouth. That one coming to the stands here. Hello to the spectators. Durfee going to throw that one in now, so they got it right back. Jake Silva heads it and gets taken out. And another whistle. I think that was called as well, that shove. Yep, looks like Panaggio was called for that. The Dartmouth fans getting a little uneasy here as we get to the latter part of this first half. Been a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppages in play over these last 5 minutes or so. Kuchar will send it away once again. He's had a few of these free kicks toward the box. Oh, Baptista lost it for a second, and he was able to spin around and regroup, but Pacheco was there. Baptista actually ran into Fairfax. He ran into his own teammate, and that's why the ball was jarred loose. And yet another whistle. Coming toward the sideline. Van Ziel hitting it to Furtado. Trying to get around the defenders. He cannot. Kuchar trying to clear it. And it skips all the way to the far side. And it's going to go right to Luke Sylvia. It wasn't even out of play. Our official on this near side blew the whistle saying it went out of play. It was not out of play, not by probably a couple feet. Quite honestly, I'm not sure why the official on this side was even blowing the whistle, because it's not his call on that side of the field. The throw from Good gets by, going all the way to the corner. Down to the ground went Jacob Van Ziel. Hilltoppers clear it out. Flying back in is Good. It goes out of play. Tracking it was Good. Ethan Machado just into the game, sending it towards the center of the field. Pacheco, man, he's really had some good minutes here for Durfee. He's been very quick to the ball. And he was the one who got taken out, which resulted in the penalty kick for the Hilltoppers about 5 minutes ago. There's another kick in from Sylvia, another one that really kind of hooked. He really put some spin on the ball when he kicks it. Rafael Oliveira. Another throw in for Silva. De Silva down in the corner now. Centering the pass. Wow, storming right in and taking it away. That was Cameron Jacob. That's going to go out of play. A pass up the field to Michael Van Ziel. Gets by Jake Silva. But Brandon Miranda able to clear it for the Hilltoppers. It's back to Good in the air. He collides with Ethan Machado. It looks like he a little woozy after that collision. He had De Silva also on his left, so kind of got sandwiched there between the two Hilltoppers coming in full steam. Mark Good coming out. He's really had some nice minutes as well for the Indians in this first half. Doing a drop ball. Out of play it goes. Indians ball. Nate Stone with the throw in. He came in to replace Good. That's going to be played on the far side there by Sylvia. Now Panaggio loses it. Pacheco took it away and then goes tumbling down and draws a whistle. The Hilltoppers with another free kick. Coming up on the final 5 minutes of this first half here in Dartmouth, Indians and Hilltoppers. I can't remember the last time you heard so many whistles in a 20-minute period, basically. Maybe even 15 minutes. Since the timeout, we'll say. The timeout came with 22 minutes to play in the half, so it's 18 minutes ago. Another whistle. It's been really, the pace of play has been halted drastically. I mean, and granted, some of them have been good calls for both sides. But there's been a few, too, that have been a little questionable, especially the one on the far side. I still don't understand why the whistle was blown when the ball was, A, not out of play, and B, on the opposite side of the official blowing the whistle. It just doesn't make sense. Toward the net. It goes wide to the right. Machado clears it for the Hilltoppers. Stone going to send it right back to the box. Flying in is Cameron Jacob for Durfee as he cleared it away with the head. Bouncing ball in front. Still alive. And now cleared by Durfee, far side of the field. Hooked back around by Sylvia. Now Sullivan with a chance. A push in the back there to Fairfax. And a free kick for the Indians coming. That's a good spot of the field as well. Again, I said it earlier. Anytime you're inside the 35-30, it's always a good spot. The 20 is a good spot because that's almost the same length as coming from the corner. But you're kind of on a better angle, too. So here comes the kick. Redirected. Does it go? No, it does not. It gets stopped. What a great opportunity for the Indians. Not able to get it in, though. That kick was placed perfectly. Derek Lopes back into the game for Durfee. Hargrave's going to come out and sit for the final couple moments here in this first half. Kuchar goes down near the Dartmouth bench. Slow to get up. And he's hurting. Play continuing with one less Hilltopper on the field. And now play is halted. I think Kuchar might have taken a cleat. And Kuchar with an obvious limp here on the sidelines. Coming in for him is Jacob Bigelow. Baptista comes out to clear it. It's going to land just past the circle. De Silva can't get it by. Sullivan trying to spread it out a little bit. They look to Fairfax, who sends it toward the box. Massa comes out to make the play fairly routinely. I got to see Durfee play last Thursday, so a week ago, against New Bedford back at Matt Aldridge Field. And I have to say, from one game to the next, the aggressiveness, loose ball in front, and it goes just wide to the left. Still in play. Another chance, and a save by Baptista. Tremendous stop. Bigelow and Machado almost teamed up for a very late first half score. Going to be a corner kick for the Hilltoppers, and it will be Christian Souza kicking it away. But I was just going to say, the Hilltoppers have been much more aggressive here a week later after that New Bedford game against Dartmouth. You know, again, having seen them just a week ago, there's definitely a difference in the pace of play and the attack on the ball. The whistle blows to conclude the first half. Durfee with the 2-goal advantage. It's 2-0. Hilltoppers after 40 minutes. The Indians have some work to do. They got some good chances there toward the end of this first half. Hopefully they can capitalize on those and maybe at least draw closer, maybe try to draw a tie. They got to start chipping away and seeing what's working and what's not. And I'm sure Coach Silva already has some notes in his head on what he's going to go over. So the teams will take a timeout, so will we. We'll be back with the second half next on Dartmouth Community Media. Welcome back to the stadium. 40 minutes on the clock. Second half about to commence here on Dartmouth Community Media. Evan Massoud with you for the call. Hilltoppers, Indians, Durfee, Dartmouth, Southeast Conference boys soccer. After years of playing each other, now these two teams finally in the same conference. 2-0 Durfee. You see the scoreboard. And we got word during halftime that there was a yellow card issued to the goalie, Baptista. I'm assuming a little too over-egregious, a little too over-aggressive on the save that sent Pacheco for the Hilltoppers tumbling down. That's why he had to come out on the penalty kick. Both goals for Durfee have gone to Nicholas De Silva. He had the first goal way back early in the first half, which was about at the 10-minute mark or just shy of that. And then he had the penalty kick as well with about 28 minutes into the first half, 12 minutes or so to go. So both goals are credited to De Silva of the Hilltoppers, and that's why Durfee's ahead 2-0. Indians' pace of play definitely picked up after the timeout that came in the first half, about halfway through it. But Durfee, I'd say, created more chances, and that's going to be a whistle as Lopes sent Sullivan down to the ground and gets a bit of a rise out of what's been a frustrated Indians fan base today. Matias going to kick it away right from the 35, 34-yard line, sending it to the box. Massa can't get there, and a quick score for the Indians. So they're on the board just 90 seconds into, or are they negating it? We'll see. You know, I think it's going to count. Let's see. No, they are not going to count this. Massa's going to have a goal kick. And that's just going to be more frustration for Dartmouth today. Man, finally got one by. And it's not going to count. Another chance. Massa up the ladder, and he's able to make the play. Electing to throw it down the field. Gets it to Hargraves, who kind of toes it ahead to Kuchar. That's a good sign for Durfee, by the way, because Kuchar came out with about 2 minutes to play with a pretty good limp. And so he's back in there for the Hilltoppers. Good news for the Indians as well that number 4, Mark Good, is back into the game. Another chance for the Indians, really coming out hot here in this second half. They've really created a couple good opportunities for themselves early. Baptista comes out to make the play and clear it. Hargraves trying to go end around, gets it to Kuchar. That one down the sideline, out of play here, right in front of the bleachers. Cameron Jacob will throw in. And goes out, and he'll do it again. Credit the assist there to Josh Silva, the coach for the Indians. That one skips through, still in play. The Indians finally clear it out. It was Sylvia who did, but Derek Lopes kept kind of weaving his way through traffic. Tumbling down on the far side is Fernandez. He is laying flat on his stomach. Massa makes the stop, and now finally a whistle. Coach DeBarrio Mello not happy. Now he's yelling at the officials, who have now heard it from both sides. Quick word. Our main official and DeBarrio Mello on the sideline. A calm conversation. Massa still holding the ball, waiting for the go-ahead. Kicked up ahead. Nice turnaround there from Lawton. Hargraves sends it back by him, though, to the corner, and it'll be Sylvia. Gonna try to redirect it. Christian Souza for the Hilltoppers. Sent it back down. Kuchar. Landing with some backspin. Right through the legs. Oh, sending back down to the box again. Massa coming out. and he's able to make the play. And he'll send it away. That one will go out on the goal line. The Indians are going to have a corner kick. And it'll be Samuel Matias kicking it away. Line drive kick strong, and it's headed out of play. Wide to the left. But good setup there for Dartmouth. Had the right idea. Massa will go on the ground with it to Jacob. And he lost it. Goes out of play. So a throw in deep down the field. Teradash. He's going to give way to Sylvia. That's a strong throw-in. Oh, alive in front. Teradash can't turn it around. Matias trying to do so. Tough Durfee defense from Fernandez. And he sends it down the field. It gets by. It's a foot race to the ball. Lawton able to get it around. Hargraves past the defender, trying to set up De Silva. De Silva kicks it up ahead, one-on-one with Lawton. Nice move, cutting back, sends it towards the goal, and it's right through the uprights. But again, doesn't count for anything, it just looks good. But a good redirect there from De Silva, who was smelling a hat trick. That one a little lower, and it would have gone in. Actually, would have had to be quite a bit lower. Nonetheless, though, again, creating opportunities, and that's something that we've seen from the Hilltoppers all afternoon. Dartmouth has done a better job of it here in the early part of this first half, the latter half of the first half, but really it's been more Durfee today than Dartmouth, I would say. That one coming back and going out. Good, we'll throw in on the far side. And off the head of Jake Silva. And it goes way out of play. You know, one of the little improvements, too, you may have noticed, if you hadn't picked up already, is that, you know, the landscape has changed a little bit here, too. So there's new fencing all around. There's higher fencing to prevent these balls from going into the neighbors' yards. Also trim back a lot of the brush, like it's more wide open here. The stadium looks great. And the hope is that phase 2 will get past, and these bleachers, this press box, that can all get reworked as well and go through some reno. It'll be a goal kick for Sylvia. Tumbling down, 14 versus 14 there. Paiva went down, tumbling over Silva of the Hilltoppers. Durfee forging ahead, and it's Souza who gets stopped in his tracks. Now sending one towards the net. Gets by Baptista, but he'll have time to get up. Goes out on the side, and it should be a throw-in for Durfee. Oh, no, it is a corner kick. Wow. And it found that very little bit of boundary over there and went out just to the side. That one went out. Kind of an interesting play here. You saw it just went out of play off of Michael Van Ziel. He's playing up on the corner kick, kind of forcing Hargraves to have to really get it in the air. The first kick was more of a line drive. That one sent back toward the box as well. De Silva tracking it and gets the whistle for being offside. Already 10 minutes gone here in this second half. Good strong kick from Sylvia. I'll tell you, he's been busy. He's had a lot of free kicks for the Indians. Look at the speed from Jacob Van Ziel. Centering pass did not get much on it because he had on his tail feathers Brandon Miranda as he went basically into the first fence there. Van Ziel did. He was going so quick. That one goes out of play. Lofted ahead, and another chance for the Indians on the ground, and it's just wide to the left. Charlie Fairfax coming back in for the Indians. Jonathan Oliveira, number 5, coming in for the first time today. The Van Ziels will come out. Hargraves stopping play. Nobody able to settle it. De Silva comes in. Now to Kuchar, and they'll send it down the far side. Fernandez giving chase. Good, strong throw in on that far side from Good. He keeps staying with it, and it's going all the way down. Christian Souza sending it down the field. It's going to go right to Lawton, though. I think he was targeting De Silva again. Free kick coming here for Matthias. He got tangled up with Derek Lopes. Toward the box, straight up in the air. De Silva puts it down on the ground, but it's right to Sullivan. Hilltoppers clear it out. The chance fed up ahead, and it's touched by Sylvia, who hooks it back down the field. Jacob going end around down the sideline to Hargraves. Tumbling down is Fairfax. Hargraves comes in, cuts it off, back down the side again to Sylvia, and De Silva's there. But it's sent down towards the box. Now on the far side, we have Fernandez, who kicks it up ahead. It's going to go all the way down towards the corner of the box, and Baptista will scoop it up. Another collision on the far side. It'll be a free kick, I think, for the Hilltoppers. And that's going to go out of play. Terra Dash went tumbling down right in the circle, and that drew a whistle as well. So again, we'll stop play. Matthias is going to kick it away. Indians going to get a corner kick out of this. Off the head of Lopes, still in play, sent towards and over the net. Nice attempt from Jonathan Oliver, who just came in a few moments ago. Setting it up for Fairfax, and he loses it. Paiva to Terra Dash. On the ground, and Massa will have to make the scoop again. All right, we resume play here after a couple subs. Centering pass to Sullivan. Takes a shot, and it's blocked. Sending it back now, same spot again, and it's wide to the left, and Massa's going to have to kick it away again. Hilltoppers call timeout here at just a few seconds shy of the halfway mark. This coach Tiberio Mello. Colin Hargraves to his right, walking in there, number 9, Cameron Jacob. So 20:47 to play in this game, and the Hilltoppers still holding on to that 2-0 lead. Again, both goals came in the first half, and both are credited to number 10 on the right side there, Nicholas Da Silva. One was in the flow of the action, the other was on a penalty kick. The Hilltoppers have not had many opportunities offensively here in this second half. It's really been more Indians. They've been making a lot of opportunities for themselves, and particularly over the last 10 minutes or so. Both sides back out there. We've lost the sun. No more shadows as the clouds start rolling in here. .5:15, just an hour and 15 minutes in here, real time. Massa sends it off the head of Good. And Christian Souza is able to send it away, now playing it off the chest and lofting it to the far side to Fernandez, who gets body checked and goes tumbling down. Kuchar gonna send off a free kick here. Good strong kick right at Baptista, loose ball, and Da Silva tried taking a swipe at it. That one going down now to the box on the other side, and Massa will settle it, pick it up. Another good boot from Massa. That one off the foot of Nate Stone. That one heading out toward the truck and bouncing back off the bleachers on that far side. That was headed in the wrong direction for the Hilltoppers. Ended up finding the Indians and staying with it. Great job by Paiva, trying to create an opportunity, and they may have one. Michael Van Ziel takes the shot, and Massa with the save. Bit of a miscue for the Hilltoppers, and the Indians almost took advantage of it right there. We'll take a look at a replay real quick. Yeah, Van Ziel with a good shot. Just didn't get it high enough. You play the bounce, a lot of times it's easier than playing it in the air, especially if it gets too high, because then you got to go up the ladder as a goalie. But, you know, the bouncer a lot of times pretty easy to track. I think Van Ziel probably would have liked to get a little more elevation on that one, but definitely a good shot. He had the wide open lane. Wow, off 3 different heads, 4 different heads before it finally settles. It did a complete arc all the way around the front of the box, and now the Hilltoppers going to try to send it up. Fernandez loses steam here. It kicks it and went right off of Good. That's a handball on De Silva, whether intentional or not. Definitely unintentional, but pretty clear cut right there. So free kick for the Indians. Matias telling everybody, move up, and seemed like his teammates a little slow to get up the field, and particularly those who were kind of in midfield. Christian Souza sending it down. Sylvia will play it. De Silva right there as well. And it skips by. Should be Durfee ball. And it is. It's Cameron Jacob who will throw in. Kept in by Hargraves. Nice job there. Really playing the line. De Silva trying to get some space to move. That's going out of play. Everybody really bunched up. Hard to get some separation. And Jacob will throw in again. Right down the line it goes. De Silva, the intended target. Hargraves with a centering pass, but it's cleared out. Back out of play, Indians ball. Souza to Kuchar, lofting it. Oh, that's going to be a tough play for Hargraves. Keeps it in, or no, it does go out. Dartmouth ball. Hargraves gets the bad news. Wow, good strong kick by Sylvia. Landing all the way down into the corner. Redirected by Jacob Bigelow before it goes out of play. Massa going to make the play after the header from Paiva. And another player down on the turf. And it was Paiva after the header. Seems to be okay, walking it off. Nice feed to Hargraves from De Silva. Now going to send it all the way across the field. Fernandez giving chase, bumps up against Good and tries to take possession. Cannot, goes tumbling down. Durfee ball. And Pacheco coming in for the Hilltoppers to replace De Silva. Out of play, and the Hilltoppers are going to get a goal kick. I'm sorry, rather a corner kick as it went out on the goal line. Didn't waste any time there. Lopes got taken out. Gave a peek around to the official looking for a call, did not get one. Kicked ahead. Indians with another chance here. Panaggio. Let's take a look at that because the Durfee coaches are livid right now. Yeah, definitely some contact there. I mean, you can't push down the player. So a free kick from just outside the box. Looks like Teradash is going to be kicking it away. Durfee going to set up their wall of players. 12 minutes to play in the game. Dartmouth down 2. On the ground, I'm not sure what that plan of attack was. That did not work out at all. I don't know what the strategy was, but it was kicked on the ground right to a Hilltopper. That's not going to get it done. Another free kick for Durfee. Kuchar has had a number of them this afternoon. Tell you, since the sun went away, it's gotten actually kind of dark here at the stadium. I mean, not dark enough for lights, but noticeably a difference. Lopes was trying to send it to Kuchar, and it was misplayed. It got right by him. Out of play it goes, and it's a goal kick for Durfee. Sent down the line here. Tracking is Hargraves, but cutting him off is Sylvia, really showing the speed. Wow, really impressive getting down that line. That one sent towards the net, and it is no good. Again, right through the uprights. Coach Silva going to call a timeout here with just under 10 minutes to play. So 2-0 Hilltoppers, 9:48 on the clock. While the two teams meet up in their huddles, here is the road ahead. For Dartmouth, they will play Saturday soccer at 11 a.m. against Apponequet 2 days from now. Then on the road next week, more conference play. 6 p.m. game at New Bedford on Tuesday. And then they'll have a week and a couple days. They won't play till the following Thursday, the 10th, where they'll go to Brockton. So in the middle there of the season, here's we're almost reaching the halfway mark. Going to have basically an extended week off in between the New Bedford and the Brockton game. For Durfee, the Hilltoppers will head home and play on Monday against Taunton before a 3-game road trip that'll have them see conference play again. At Brockton on Friday the 4th, Tuesday the 8th against New Bedford, and then Thursday the 10th at BR. All road games, all at 6 p.m. before the Indians make their visit to Durfee, which will be on Thursday, October 17th, but that's quite a ways away. The game's really spread out quite a bit over the next 2 weeks for both sides. Kind of almost given like a mid-season break, I guess you could say, giving a little bit of breathing room for these teams in their schedules, which is interesting. You know, we did volleyball in Fall River. I did yesterday, and it was Durfee New Bedford girls volleyball. We got to see a milestone, actually. Our junior setter, Emma Resendiz, got 1,000 assists. She's only halfway through her junior year, so a really impressive feat. But nonetheless, we're talking about how quick the volleyball schedule is versus all these other sports. It always seems like volleyball, even boys as well. It's such a quick season. They always wrap up about a week or two earlier than everybody else. And then I see a schedule like this, where Dartmouth, where these boys are not going to be playing for 9 days, and then for Durfee, they were going to be playing 4 games in a matter of 2.5 weeks or so, 2 weeks or so. I don't know. It just seems like it's really spread out. Obviously, there's a little more involved here with soccer in terms of the stamina and stuff that you need to play soccer and to sustain 80 minutes of running around. A little different than volleyball. I'm not trying to minimize it, but this is a little bit of a difference. But we see baseball having to play 4 games in a week, 5 games in a week in the spring when you're dealing with weather conditions. I'm surprised that the soccer schedule isn't a little bit more condensed and it's spread out as much as it is. You got 8 weeks to play 20 games. That's a lot of time. Anyway, I digress. Indians give up the ball. That was Fairfax. Play is halted again. I think it might have gone up and hit the hand there of Sylvia. That's what it looked like. So it'll be a free kick for Durfee. Cameron Jacob. Good strong kick down the side, and there is Lawton to make the play on it. Sylvia with the throw in there, found Panaggio. Panaggio going to work the sideline now, and he gets taken out, and it goes out of play. And we'll have a throw in by Paiva. Nope, going to give way to Sylvia. Sylvia's been the main guy today for the Indians. He has been throwing in a lot. And he's got a really good, strong throw in, too. Really get some good distance on it. Fernandez goes tumbling down, and the free kick goes to him. Teradash not happy with the whistle. Kuchar sends it off. To Silva. A chance for the Indians. Oh, and what a save by Massa. That developed pretty much out of nowhere. And a tremendous save. Another shot on net. That one a little more routine for the Durfee goalie. That one out of play. Durfee will throw in. Andrew Saunders coming in for the Hilltoppers. See the clock stopped at 5 minutes. Part of the new rules here. Instead of 2, it stops at 5 in the second half. Not exactly sure why, but just one of those rule changes. Free kick for the Indians, and Massa able to make the play. Full steam ahead as Jake Silva tracking it down, has some good pressure from Matthias. Able to get it free, and he gets it to his teammate. And Silva will throw in on the far side. Going down towards Pacheco in the corner. Goes out of play, and it should be a corner kick for the Hilltoppers. Oh, wow, no, Dartmouth ball. It sure looked like it went out off of Lawton, but evidently not. I'm sorry, Lawton's kicking it away. I think that was Good. Yeah, I thought it went out off of Good. There's Lawton. He sends it off. Good, strong kick, but it's going to that far side, and will it stay in? That's the question. Yes, it just does. Matthias sending it in the air again toward the box. The ball is loose in front. Hilltoppers clear it out for a second, and it's going to go out of play. The Indians unable to skip one through that Durfee defense. Foot race to the ball. Boy, Pacheco can move too. Full steam ahead, but it went out off him. What a throw in from Silva. Holy cow. That had to have gone 30 yards. Might as well have kicked the ball. That was probably his best throw in yet. Seriously, what a strong throw. Oh, it's a free kick from the 20. I think they call Pacheco offsides there. Miranda with the header to get it out of the box. They get it to Kuchar. Kuchar's going to send it up the field. Baptista comes out to play it, kick it away. Going to be very close to the conclusion of this one. Clock's been stopped now for a couple moments. Roman Codner coming into play. Sub it in for Pacheco. Pass across the box, but no Hilltoppers home. Everybody kind of playing back. Playing more defensively right now. And a trip. Good strong kick there from Sullivan. And once again, the Hilltoppers clear it. Codner with some speed on that far side, and he gets cut off again. Lawton's done a nice job over these last few minutes here, really stymieing any threat from the Hilltoppers to add to their lead. get it down to Paiva. Paiva's got to send it back. Oh, and it gets by Teradash back toward the middle of the field. That takes some precious seconds off the clock here. Massa down to the ground to make the play. And that's the game. It ends with a save. The Hilltoppers with a big conference win here. Take it 2-0. They shut out the Dartmouth Indians on their home field. So the final score, Durfee 2, Dartmouth 0. And so the Indians fall back to 500 after losing their first 2 and winning their last 3. They snapped that 3-game losing streak here, and they are now at 3-3. Durfee 3-1-3. Only the 1 loss, but the 3 ties. Yes, they count for points, but some of those ties, that one most recently, they played a Diamond Regional, a Fall River battle, and they came to a 2-2 draw against the Bengals. So they've really racked up a lot of ties here. But this is a big win for Durfee. And for the Indians, a tough loss after they really strung together a few good wins in a row. All right, well, we thank you for joining us here on Dartmouth Community Media for boys varsity soccer Southeast Conference action. Hilltoppers blanking the Indians 2-0 here on this Thursday afternoon. We'll see you soon for more high school sports on your local TV channel. So long from Dartmouth Community Stadium.